Hello everyone, I'm Stephen Hellman from the Foodies Group, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beefed up Caesar. So the beefed up Caesar is really two things. It's a drink and a meal combined into one. So we're going to start by making the Caesar. Now I know you can already go to the store and just get a pre-made Caesar mix, but it's actually super easy to make a Caesar from home as well as a rimmer using all natural ingredients. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So we're going to start off with the rimmer. And as you can kind of see here, I've already assembled all of the ingredients. So what we have is a tablespoon and a half of smoked paprika, a tablespoon and a half of kosher salt, and then I have a tablespoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and dried oregano, and then a little bit of coarse black pepper and chili powder. So you just combine all of those into your plate where you're going to be using this as a rimmer for your glass afterwards, and you just kind of combine all the ingredients, okay, until they mix well together. So really super easy to do, and this will make a lot of different rimmers, so you can even go a little bit less on the ingredients if you wanted to. So once those are all combined, what you're going to do is you're going to take your glass and you're just going to wet the rim of your glass with a lime. So I have half of a lime here. I cut it. I'm going to just put that around the rim of the glass, make it nice and wet so that it's going to absorb all of this perfect seasoning. Now when it comes to the seasoning, you can totally do anything you want. You could play with it. You can use different dried herbs that you have at home. You can look up recipes for steak spices, what you would normally put on your steak rub. You can really have a lot of fun with it and make it creative. So here I go. I just roll my glass in there. And there it is, beautiful. Okay, from there, we're gonna fill our glass with ice. So you probably wanna fill up the glass about halfway with ice. You're gonna be putting a lot of things into there. Now I'm gonna make the Caesar mix. And the recipe that I'm providing today is for 2 portions. But again, if you're having a party, if you're having a get together, you can make this in bulk and then just have it ready to pour out. And it's really, really easy to make. So I am starting with tomato juice. So I have a cup and a half of tomato juice in here, just pure plain tomato juice, okay? Then I have 2 tablespoons of pickle juice, 2 tablespoons of clam juice, and a little bit of horseradish. And you're just gonna combine all the ingredients together. And now I know what you're probably thinking, where am I gonna get clam juice? Like clam juice, I've never even thought about it. Funny enough, it's just in the canned fish aisle of your supermarket. I got it from No Frills, so it can't be that big of a frill to find clam juice. So you're just gonna combine those ingredients into your mixture here. Okay, and then I have Worcestershire sauce as well. Hot sauce. And half of a lime juice. So that's what goes in. I'll have the recipe on the website at thefoodiesgroup.com, so you'll be able to reference that. And then you take your alcohol, and you can really choose any alcohol that you like. It doesn't just have to be vodka. I know a lot of times people put vodka into their Caesars. You could use tequila, you could use gin, even bourbon goes really well in a Caesar. So you can get creative with what you put in for your choice of alcohol. And if you don't want to have any alcohol at all, you could just have it as a plain mix. So I'm putting in 4 ounces of alcohol. All right, again, 2 ounces of drink. It's Friday night right now for me, so you know what? I'm gonna enjoy myself. Mix it all together. And then pour it into your cup. And that's it. That is so easy. A few ingredients, anybody could make it, and it's again a nice Caesar from scratch using all natural ingredients. You're gonna love it. But now comes the fun part. How are we gonna top it? Now, I am known for being over the top when it comes to my Caesars. I love to go heavy on the toppings, and I was really inspired by Canada beef. I really say that this is Canada's iconic drink meets Canada's iconic and most versatile protein. There is so much that you can do with beef, and so I had such a fun time thinking about how I'm going to top my Caesar. So where to start? Meatballs. Okay, so you can just have nice plain meatballs. We just fried up a couple. Okay, really, really delicious. But if you go on the Canada Beef website, I was inspired by so many beef meatball recipes there. They had glazed beef meatballs, pineapple salsa. So you don't really want to put like the salsa obviously on this because you are putting it into your Caesar, but you can put it on the side and make a little bit of a dip when you are enjoying your meatballs. They even had tortilla meatballs. So you know what, if you want to get all French and enjoy a nice tortilla meatball, you can find those recipes on canadabeef.ca. So I am starting with my meatball. Okay. From there, I did steak skewers. So again, you know, we got a beautiful, beautiful ribeye. Put some potatoes roasting in the oven. Combine the ribeye and potatoes together into a skewer. Again, when I went on the website, I was inspired by so many different skewers, steakhouse skewers, Singapore beef satay. You could really have a great time. You could look up lots of different recipes that you could put on a skewer. So now we're starting to build out our Caesar here. Let's see, what else do I have? This slider right here. Can we talk about beef jerky? I think people need to get much more into beef jerky. I'm surprised that not as many people in Canada eat it as I would have liked. It's a great snack. I always have it in the car when I go golfing, you know what, road trips. It's really, really great source of protein, keeps me full. So what I did here is I actually just took a nice artisanal beef jerky. Again, we'll put a list of this on the recipe on our website at thefoodiesgroup.com that you can refer to and find your favorite Canadian artisan beef jerky maker. And then I combined it with a smoked Gouda. Okay, you can combine it with a lot of different cheeses, Gouda, Asiago, Munster, Havarti, Swiss. They all go very well with beef jerky. Starting to look good. Look at this. Starting to fill up this glass. All right. What else did I do? I also made a delicious little slider because, you know, you don't have enough beef on this yet. And sliders are fun. They're bite-sized. I just took a little bit of old cheddar to give it a nice little sharp flavor. I roasted up some mushrooms and put a little bit of arugula. Again, always more fun when you serve it on a skewer. We're going to put the skewer through this. Again, you can get inspired by all different types of slider recipes on canadabeef.ca. When I went on and started looking around, some of the interesting ones were beef kebbe, and then they had lazy mini cheeseburgers. And again, there's just so much that you can do with it. And then last but not least, because, you know, 4 types of beef is not enough, I went for a 5th, and I did a mac and cheeseburger little sandwich. So mac and cheeseburger, ground beef, macaroni, made it in an Instant Pot, and then turned it into a sandwich by putting it between 2 amazing little pieces of bread into the panini press. And so have 3 of those that I'm going to skewer up. Find some room here. And then, because of course, you know, we need our vegetables, and the potatoes there are just not enough, we have a single piece of celery. We'll add a little bit of color here too. See if I can find somewhere to squeeze that into this drink. And there you go. Voila, you have your beefed up Caesar. Now just look at this. If you serve this up, you are going to be the star of the party. This is incredible. This is a meal and a cocktail all in one, and super, super easy to make, and you can get as creative as possible. So I would love to see what you come up with. I would love to see your recipes. Again, I will have this as a form of inspiration at thefoodiesgroup.com. You can log on to our blog and see this recipe, and I'll also have links to different recipes from the Canada Beef website that you can refer to if you are looking to make some interesting toppings for your Caesar. So if you do go ahead and make this, I'd love to see you share it. Just tag me at the Foodies Group and tag Love CBN Beef. We'd love to see the Caesars that you make on your weekend and your party, and let's see if you can top this beefed up Caesar. Cheers, everyone.